Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm really excited to watch some Star Trek today. I wasn't able to watch an episode last weekend because I was busy with some things, and so I'm really feeling the itch. I can't wait to see what season 3 is going to bring us next. Is it going to be a good one? Is it going to be maybe a not so good one? Of course, it's all subjective, but it makes things super exciting, as I've mentioned in the past. Anyways, today's episode is going to be called Plato's Stepchildren. Now, I have recently been trying to learn about ancient Rome and ancient, well, not so much Greece yet, but I will be wanting to learn more about ancient Greece as well. Watching the Star Trek episode Bread and Circuses really kind of, I think, got me started on this interest and wanting to learn more, and also watching like 300. So I'm sure learning more about Plato is going to be in my future, but right now I just had to look up exactly like where and when he was from, and so it's ancient Greece in the 400s BCs, which is like earlier than what I've been researching, because I've been researching Rome Republic and Empire, which is a little bit after that time. Anyways, so you guys feel free to tell me all about Plato and how he and anything else relates to this episode specifically. I'm really excited for it. I hope it doesn't disappoint me because, I don't know, Plato, it just sounds like it's right up my alley right now. Okay, hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the comments.
We are responding to desperate distress calls from an unknown planet.
Are you from the spaceship Enterprise?
That's right.
Nice little trick of the shadow. Oh, wow.
Alexander, at your service. I sing, I dance, I play all variety of games, and I'm a good loser.
I thought he was gonna be he looks like a giant and he's a normal sized person.
Our leader liked Plato's ideas. Platonius, see? We sometimes think of ourselves more as Plato's stepchildren. Someone's waiting for you.
He's cute. Oh, what the hell?
Welcome to our republic.
Oh, I love it already.
My spouse, his leg. Come this way.
Look at this set and costumes. I'm so happy.
Well, what happened to that leg?
I suppose I scratched it. Is there anything you can do?
Is it infected?
The infection is massive. Let me give you a hypo to ease the pain.
Maybe you should just let the doctor do that. I mean, I know you know, you're cool and stuff, but
Philana, they came to help. They deserve better than to die.
What?
You talk too much.
To die? Why? What do they need us dead for?
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
This is such a good intro. Do you guys ever just stop to think about what a good intro this is? Oh, big chess set.
When their planet, Nova, millennia ago, they transported themselves to Earth during the time of Socrates and Plato. They came to this planet and created for themselves a utopia patterned after it.
I'll let you know when I have the results. And from now on, it would be better if I handled the instruments without your help.
Mm-hmm. Please.
This psychokinetic power of yours, how long have you had it?
Ever since our arrival here on Platonius,
Why no doctors?
we haven't had any pressing need for the medical arts. Pared down to a population of 38, we're perfect for our utopia.
Population of
We're bred for
38?
contemplation.
Bred for inbreeding?
How old would you say I am?
35.
That old? Well, anyway, you're off by 2,000 years.
Dang.
I'm 2,300 years old. So you see, we scarcely have to move anymore, let alone work. A break in the skin or a cut can be fatal.
He looks like he's aged past 30. I wonder why that is. Oh.
The psychokinetic manifestations of Parman's delirium.
Indeed. Oh, wow. It even affects the Enterprise. That's crazy.
If this keeps up, Captain, we can't last.
Oh my goodness. Oh, man, he's really giving it his all.
Don't stay there. Let him die. Hurry up with the shot!
Now, Doctor.
This poor guy. We gotta get this little guy out of here. He has not been treated well.
I can't breathe. I'm choking.
I feel like he's this guy's punching bag on a regular basis.
Shake him! Break his concentration!
I don't know how I can ever thank you, not only for Platonius, but for myself. Alexander, show our guest to the south wing.
Anything you want, just ask me anything.
Thank you, Alexander.
Listen, I think I should tell you that just that I never knew any people like you existed.
People that were kind.
Are there other Platonians like you?
What do you mean, like me?
Who don't have the psychokinetic ability?
Oh, I thought you were talking about my size. Because they make fun of me for my size.
Oh.
To answer your question, I'm the only one who doesn't have it.
Oh.
That's why I'm everybody's slave and I have to be 10 places at once and I never do anything right.
Aw.
They say I'm a throwback. And I am, and so are you.
We're happy without it.
You know, I believe you are. Where you come from, are there a lot of people without the power and my size?
Where I come from, size, shape, or color makes no difference. And nobody has the power.
Somebody wants me.
Oh, jeez.
Jim, my concoction actually worked. The fever's broken.
Dr. McCoy, you may yet cure the common cold.
Well, it's good to know that the common cold is still around this many years into the future. But COVID still exists too.
The orbit is locked tighter than ever. And subspace communication with Starfleet, it's completely severed.
I'll handle it down here. Stand by.
We still don't know what these guys are after. Was this whole their leader being sick just a charade?
Forward, forward in our plan.
Your Excellency. I would like to know why the ship's instrumentation and weaponry is frozen.
You are mistaken, I assure you.
Farman, I've talked to the engineer aboard the ship. I want the ship released immediately.
Guests, do not come barging in here, making demands and issuing orders.
Are we guests or are we prisoners?
Guests aren't treated like common prisoners.
Do not take that tone with me.
Is he gonna slap himself? He's like, just wait till I get my hands on you. Okay, you've made your point. That's quite sufficient. That's great, I love that.
And Parman would not have treated you so brutally if he had any intention of releasing you or the Enterprise.
Where are you going? I don't know. I want to go, but I can't help myself.
Whoa. We're all... What great, emotive acting. I don't know what to call it, but... I love this episode so much. Look at Kirk.
We have some trifles for you. Please accept them as tokens of our gratitude to our noble captain. The shield carried by Pericles.
Ooh, a shield. It's gorgeous.
Mr. Spock, this keythra to pluck music to soothe his ever-active brow.
But that's just how his face looks.
To the physician, Dr. McCoy, this ancient collection of Greek cures, penned by Hippocrates himself.
Wow. But you're just trying to butter me up.
Has the Enterprise been released yet?
It will be shortly,
Then good day.
but there is one final request.
Please die.
It has become obvious to us all that we cannot afford to be without a skilled physician. We should like you, Dr. McCoy, to remain.
That's impossible.
We should like to keep it cordial, but we are determined to have you stay, Doctor.
That is a threat.
Dr. McCoy saved your life.
I am losing patience, Captain. We managed to live in peace and harmony.
Whose harmony? Yours? Plato wanted truth and beauty, justice.
And I admit that circumstances have forced us to make a few adaptations of Plato.
Forced you?
Anyone can, at any moment, be or do anything he wishes.
Not Alexander.
If his mind is strong enough.
Oh, so there it is.
In your culture, justice is the will of the stronger. It is forced upon people by means of weapons and fleets of spaceships. Our justice is the will of the stronger mind.
We don't use our weapons for the kind of brutality you practice.
Farewell, Captain.
Come on, Bud.
But not Bones.
I can't move, Jim. We're not leaving until McCoy is released.
Oh, why even discuss it? Get rid of them.
My dear, that might offend a good doctor.
I think you've already offended us quite enough.
I hope we can persuade you to join our tiny republic.
You won't persuade me.
That is coercion. You do not understand words. What? Laura leaves.
I tweedledee, he tweedledum. Spaceman marching to and from. We slide among the mimsy trolls and gyre among the boragos.
Encore, encore. This is amazing.
No, Parman. Stop it.
Oh. Jim's dead, Jim.
Well, Doctor?
I have my orders.
Duty first.
Your utopia, your grand vision of the future.
He's so good. Oh.
You will never get me to stay here.
You will be happy to stay. It takes a little time, Doctor, but you will be happy to stay.
This is just somebody who's had too much power that everything he's ever wanted has come true to him without, with very little resistance, and nobody can fight back. What are we, Dracula now? Oh my, we're river dancing. Some people might find this kind of thing silly and maybe annoying. I don't know. But I love this. Like in I Mud, where they just get to do like crazy things that they normally wouldn't do. Oh, not the boot on his nose. And we get Spock laughing. This episode is the gift that just keeps on giving. What a contagious laugh.
He's a Vulcan. You can't force emotion out of him. Destroy him.
We can't let him die laughing, can we?
Aww.
Don't let them break you.
Oh, Alexander, he's so sweet. The person who's shown the least compassion is the one who can give the most. What? Woof woof? Bow wow?
He saved your life. I'm ashamed to be a Platonian. Ashamed.
No. He's winning. What the fuck?
How can you let this go on?
You're the one who's doing it. You big brat. You 3,000-year-old brat. Hey, sorry, serious time now.
I trust did not injure you too much, Captain.
Just his pride.
The humiliation must have been most difficult for you to bear.
The release of emotions, Mr. Spock, is what keeps us healthy.
But the healthy release of emotion is frequently very unhealthy for those closest to you. Do you still feel anger toward Parman?
Great anger.
He's not a very likable guy.
They have evoked such great hatred in me. Cannot allow it to go further. I must master it. Control.
Oh.
This is senseless. I've thought it over. I'm staying.
No.
Can't. Sacrifice yourself by agreeing to stay and you sign our death warrant.
He's right. They were treating you the same way they treat me, just like me. Only you fight them. But you showed me what they really are.
Yeah. Bunch of bratty monsters.
It's not me. It's not my size. It's them.
Mm-hmm.
Them.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna cut them. Parman first.
Give it to me.
At least let me give them a taste of what they gave me.
What's the point in you dying too, Alexander?
He's not gonna get very far with that. He must know that.
That's the first time anybody ever thought of my life before his own.
This poor guy. We gotta get him out of here.
Did the Platonians always have this power?
No, not until we came to this planet. It was exactly 6 months and 14 days after we got here that they started pushing me around.
Their power developed 2 or 3 months after they started eating the native foods. Perhaps his system cannot absorb the crucial element.
Oh.
Yeah, if you took a reading of Alexander's blood. You still have a tricorder reading of Parman's blood, don't you?
I'll run both their blood samples through for a full comparative test in the tricorder.
And if our theory works out, we've got a weapon.
Okay. I'm kind of following.
In Parman's blood and Alexander's is a concentration of kieranite.
Pituitary hormones confirm the hypothesis. They also regulate body growth.
Oh.
There must be a quick way of building up a concentration of kieranite in our blood.
So we're gonna get telekinetic powers too?
Well, even if the kieranite reaches its desired effect, it still may not help us get out of here.
Yes, there are 38 of them.
Wait, they came as 38 and they stayed 38?
I'm ready. Let's not waste any time. Give us double the concentration in Parman's bloodstream.
They're gonna be superheroes.
What about Alexander?
Oh, no. No, not after what they've done to me.
Why not?
That's what I want. Become one of them. Become my own enemy.
No, but you'd have a choice. You'd have options.
All I ask is one thing. If you do make it out of here, take me with you.
Yeah. I can understand why he wouldn't want anything to do with it. What? Oh, great. Now they've got hostages. They have collateral. Oh, wow. Uhura. She got some tiggle bitties.
Are we ever glad to see you?
I love it when we get to play dress up.
Spock, do you feel any effect of the kieranite shot?
I did experience a slight flush.
Let's try a simple test. Concentrate on raising this plate of fruit. Nothing.
Nothing at all. Oh, we are the entertainment.
And for tonight, we welcome into that brotherhood its first new member.
You have to convince the doctor first.
They'll never do it, Jim.
You destroyed the festive mood of the ladies. What would be better than a serenade from the laughing spaceman?
Is he gonna sing?
Take care, young ladies, and value your wine. Be watchful of young men in their velvet prime, leaving bitter dregs.
Like I said, best episode.
Bitter dregs. Treasure in cold morning light.
I love the makeup, the eye makeup on Nurse Chapel too. Now what? Oh my goodness.
I'm so ashamed. Please make them stop.
We have tried.
Please, please make them stop.
Don't pretend like part of you doesn't really like this.
For so long, I've wanted to be close to you. Now all I want to do is crawl away and die.
Oh, that is very harsh.
Too much love is dangerous.
I wish I could stop trembling.
This is very uncomfortable.
Try.
Is he gonna kiss her boobs? He was like,
I am not afraid.
Jeez, the music. She gonna go back to her bedroom later and, you know, do something. Oh my lord. No. No.
You're half dead. All of you. We may disappear tomorrow,
But at least we're living now, and you can't stand that, can you?
Oh, whoa. Come on, Alexander.
I'll stay here and serve you, but stop it.
Oh my goodness.
Alexander again. He likes to play with knives very well.
Oh no. It seems like this isn't the first time he's maybe put a knife on them. Who's doing it?
Who did that? I did.
Oh, here we go.
Not only do we have your psychokinetic ability, but at twice your power level.
Not twice mine.
Actually, yes. Twice yours. Okay. Alright, we get the picture.
I beg of you. I'll do anything you say. I do not wish to die.
Stop me. Let me finish him off.
Do you want to be like
It's
him?
Alexander doing it. Kirk's probably trying to hold him back.
Farman, listen to me. I could have had your power, but I didn't want it.
Oh right, he didn't have the injection.
Despite your brains, you're the most contemptible things that ever lived in this universe.
Yet you spared me.
To us, killing is murder, even for revenge.
And of late I have begun to think that we have become bizarre and unproductive. We shall welcome your interstellar visits.
I don't believe you.
We must expect, Parman, that the moment we leave here, your fear would be gone, and you would again be as sadistic and as arrogant.
And you're right. None of us can be trusted. Uncontrolled, power will turn even saints into savages.
Do you guys think that's true? Anybody would be corrupted by absolute power?
Kirk Enterprise. Mr. Scott, prepare to beam us up. I have a little surprise for you. I'm bringing a visitor aboard.
Aw, look at those, so cute. That was a neat episode. I loved the sets. I loved the outfits. I loved that the crew could get a little bit creative with their, body movements and things like that. I think that was those things were like the highlight of the episode for me. And it's definitely going to be a very memorable one because of that. The ending, I'm not sure if it really hit with me as much as it could have, but I'm not sure what else they could have done differently, but I feel like maybe there was something that could have been tweaked a little bit to make it hit home a little bit harder. I think they had a lot of really good ideas in here. I guess I'm just not fully convinced that Parman actually believed what he was saying at the end, or if he was just saying what he thought Kirk and everybody wanted to hear about how he realized that they have been wrong all these years and they let the power get to their head and that they haven't really been doing anything worthwhile with their existence. And I think the fact that Kirk is going to bring Alexander, remove him from that place, kind of is telling that he doesn't really believe Parman either. But I think they definitely, the Platonians, they definitely got humbled. And I think that they definitely have some things to think about. And I think it might take some time, but I think they could change. I think Kirk might have sown that seed, a little jolt, a little wake-up call, a little shaking of their, the way that they do things in their natural order of things, the way that they've been having it. And this feels like the beginning of a change. Not like we're changed like that, but definitely like the beginning towards a potential change. The scene with Uhura and Nurse Chapel and them being like kissing Spock and Kirk, that felt really uncomfortable. It went on a bit long for me. People were saying that the first interracial kiss, I believe they were saying, was between Kirk and Uhura. And I didn't know it was going to be like this. Like they're being coerced to do it. And it kind of makes my vision of what I thought that might be like a little bit soured. Oh, and I have it paused right here where it says guest stars. Michael Dunn as Alexander. He was great. Very good job. Very likable character. Very believable. Very well acted. And I really liked the fact that he wanted to stand on his own merits and not have like this power, the one that was used against him for all his life. I feel so sorry for that guy. I'm glad he gets to get away from those people. So glad. And I don't think there's any time soon that I will get that scene with Kirk as a horse out of my head. I did not have that on my bingo card. I don't think I'll be able to get that. He did such a good job with the whinnies and the rearing up, and I did not think I'd see a little person riding Captain Kirk and Kirk, neighing like a horse. That was amazing. What a weird episode. Weird, but good. In a good way, but just really weird. I like weird episodes. This was a really pleasant surprise, and season 3 has been so good. Phenomenal. Hopefully it stays that way. Tell me anything you want to tell me about Plato. I'll probably later look up like what exactly Plato's philosophies were, but feel free to let me know in the comments about them too, because I'm sure you guys can tell me a bunch more interesting facts and things like that than I could find on my own in a short amount of time. And I thank you guys so much for being here. I look forward to reading all your comments, and I'll see you guys in the next Star Trek episode. Goodbye.